Well, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto, because things are a-changing with LG. Welcome into the video, welcome into the channel. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm actually kicking off today's video here on the LG website because I just discovered they are making some major changes to the software and drivers portion of their website. And in my opinion, these are not overall changes for the good, especially for someone like myself. So, as you could see here, I'm actually on a support page for LG. This is just the general support page now. And you can kind of take a look down here and it says enter your model number. This is where I would normally go to enter my television information, or the model number. Now, let me show you what it used to look like. If you're new to the channel, this is what it used to look like. And I just so happened to have a tab that was still open before they made this change, so you can see the difference. So when I click this tab here, this is where I was looking up the software update information on my 77G4, as you can see in the model number here. And if you look at this page, you scroll down, it says software update. It gives you a couple of links here. This one right here is actually for the software file update itself. So if you want to manually install the update on your TV, which is great. And then down below that, it gives you another one that says the update guide right here. This right here is just a step-by-step guide on how to manually install the update. Very nice. And if you click the reference tab, it'll actually let you know what came with this specific software update, which has been great for someone like myself, because what this allows me to do is to ahead of time, before installing the update, kind of get an idea of what to expect, whether it's going to be new features or if it's going to be the general improvement and fixing minor bugs. This allows me to make the decision on my own whether I feel like it's worth installing the update. Well, LG has changed things, and let me show you how. So I already have another tab opened right here where I went ahead and searched my particular model number, which is that 77G4. As you can see here, what it's doing now is it's taking me to a product support page where now you have the manuals and software section here. Now you see these same sort of links here, see these downloads. Here's the problem. Take a look at what it says right here. Software file version number 23.2157. Okay, great. Detailed applicable model list, fine. Please check with the reference tab exactly. Where the hell's the reference tab? See, over here on the original site, it's right here. You can easily see it. You can click the drop down, and then you can just go to town looking at prior releases, specific model numbers this one applies to. On the new site here, you have this thing that looks like a little CD drive thing right here. That's the actual software update file to download like you normally would off the old site. And then the next one here is just a PDF file. This is going to be more of that, here's the install guide in multiple languages on how to do it. The problem I see here, and my biggest gripe, is at the way this website is set up right now. They may have just launched this today. I might be catching the very first initial release of this change, and it might change. By the time you watch this video, there might be a revamp and this becomes available. But remember when it says please check with reference tab? That's what I want to do. I want to check this reference tab because I know that's where I'm going to find this information, whether it's just improvement and fixing minor bugs, or it's going to list out what new features comes with this software file version number. I'm not seeing that. All I'm seeing here are these downloads for the current software version that's out, the most recent. And as you go on down the line, it's going to give you the last handful of software update file versions here with the same thing, the file and the PDF just showing you how to install it. Where's this reference tab that it's talking about? It says please check with reference tab. I'm not seeing that anywhere on this site. This is a big problem because in my opinion, what LG is doing here is it's eliminating the ability for someone like myself, you out there that cares about this, to make an informed decision on what's coming with this update. Because you might have you might be on a software update that's running well enough, you have no complaints, you see a pop-up on your TV saying you have a new one. You might want to know what's going to be in that update, whether it be good or bad. Now you're going to have to walk in blind, at least the way this is set up right now. So I hate that I have to open up this software update video this way, but in my opinion, this is a change for the worse. This is going to be bad for the consumer, in my opinion, because again, if you're watching this video, it's because you care enough to know about software updates and to know what you're getting into. And what this is doing, it's taking away your ability to be informed going into it. And you're just going to have to either decide, yeah, I'm going to update and walk in blind, or I'm just not going to update. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and move into the next part of the video, which is talking about the newest software update on my LG C2. And I'm going to go ahead and go through the install process as usual on that and go from there. All right, like I mentioned in the intro, the very long intro, I'm here to talk about the latest software update that has come out for the LG C2. And after having not updated this display for well over a year, I'm now on my second update here within the last couple of weeks. But let's go ahead and get it pulled up here. The message did pop up when I first turned on the display, but I'm going to go ahead and head into support, software update, and I'm currently on 23.20.68, and there you see it. The new software version number for the C2 lineup is going to be 23.20.72. Not a big change in the firmware version number here, so I don't really anticipate any new features. And also, this display is from 2022, so I'd be really surprised if I see a new feature here, but I'm going to go ahead and install it and see what happens. I'll go ahead and install. If I have any problems, I'll pop back in and let you know. If not, we'll come back on the other side. I'll take a look in a couple of menus, see if I see anything new, and then we'll talk about what comes with software update 23.20.72. Okay, I went ahead and restarted the display, so let's go ahead and make sure the new firmware version number is showing up. So I'm pressing and holding the settings button on the remote, support, software update, and there it is, 23.20.72. So let's surf the menus here for a minute and see what's going on. I always like to check the picture modes just to see, and nothing new there. The new feature add was whenever I finally updated this display to the newest WebOS, it gave me this personalized one. Now I don't really anticipate anything new in here, but you never know. Next, let's go into general, and let's see if there's anything new. I don't really see anything going on there. System, we'll check it out. You know, I don't really see anything new going on there. Let's see, external devices. Everything kind of looks the same. So I'm not going to go much further. I really don't anticipate anything new on the display. So hopefully LG updates the website, because again, it even says it on the downloads. Refer to the reference tab. Where's the reference tab? And again, maybe by the time this video is uploaded, put out, and you're watching this video, maybe they'll have realized that error and said, oh, we forgot to add the reference tab in here. Here it is. Maybe everything's all good by the time you see this. Let's hope, because outside of that, it's going to be a real guessing game on what exactly comes with these updates. And part of me thinks that the reason why they may have eliminated that reference tab where you can see release notes is because most of the updates come with improvement and fixing minor bugs, but nobody knows what the hell that means unless you do like a real deep dive type of testing, and you pretty much have to know what you're looking for on what would be different going from one firmware to another. Otherwise, you're just guessing on that too. So pretty frustrating stuff. So as always, I appreciate you watching the video. If you didn't find it helpful, you did find it entertaining, whatever it may be, considering hitting that like button, it really helps me out. And of course, if you're not subscribed yet, you want to stay up to date with your tech electronics with software updates like this, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell. But with all that being said, until the next one.